what it do, Feezy Mafia back with another real versus fake comparison. So right here in my hand I have an Azael 700 V3, and then I also have the Alvah 700 V3. So I'm just showing you this Azael here first, and then I'm going to show you the Alvah. So can you guess which one is the real one and which one is the fake one? Alright, so the replica version is actually going to be the Azael, obviously, because I'm not going to pay resale for an authentic version. It's getting close to $1,000 now. So I'm going to point out some good things on the shoe and then a couple flaws, very minimal flaws at that, but here's just the overall top shape of the Azael. And then I'm going to get more into the structure here and features. So as you can see up close, the texture and materials they used are awesome. And then here's that blue EVA foam. A little disappointed that Adidas decided not to go with Boost, because really Boost is as comfortable as it gets in a shoe in my opinion. But nonetheless, these shoes are going to get more comfortable as you wear them and break them in. Alright, so one of the very minimal flaws here, you can see these stripes on the outside of the toe box don't match the ribbing or the caging, and then there's a little bit of glue there on the midsole. And then on the back, some of these stripes look a little high. I don't know, since I don't have the retail version, but on this Alvah, I'm going to show you that those stripes meet the cage up there. And then the lateral stripes go down a little bit further towards the back of the shoe. So here you can see them side by side. The Azael doesn't look like it's down as low as that Alvah. And then take notice of where the Adidas stamp is on the back, or the logo. On the retail version, it's actually cattywampus over there to the right, so it's not in line with the middle of the shoe. So I think the retail actually did worse on that than the replica version. And then here's the medial side. Take notice of how big this cage is on the inside, because a lot of the replicas, what I saw is that it was too big, but when comparing it to the retail version there, the width of that caging is about the same. So good job here on this GT version. This is the GT batch, if I didn't mention that earlier. Look at the toe cap. I want you to notice the shape of that V right there. It's a little round compared to the retail version. It's more sharp and angular. So that's probably the only other flaw that I noticed here on the replica version, is that that V is not as pronounced as on the authentic version. Another look there. The stripes on the inside don't meet the bone colored caging, so that's just the only other flaw on this shoe for the replica version. And you can see on the authentic version it meets that caging. And when looking at the shoe at the front, the profile looks basically the exact same to me. So shape is on point for the replica version on the GT batch here. Just giving you another side-by-side comparison. I know they're not the same color, but you can kind of notice how the shape and overall textures are basically identical to the retail version. I'm going to show you the window here. You can kind of see it's a little translucent, so makes the shoe really breathable. And then same thing there on the retail version. Going to have a look at the insole here, so give me a moment so I can get both of them out. Alright, so this is the replica insole, and it has the Adidas, Yeezy, and Ortholite stamps there. And that's the inside. You can see the embossing on it. and the retail is on the bottom. Virtually identical. And there again, you can see the stamping's on point, and then the color and shape matches perfectly. Both about the same thickness and density. Gonna let you look at the stitching on the inside. Notice how neat it is here on the replica. And then retail, the stitching looks about the exact same. Let's have a look at the inside tag here. So I'll zoom in here for you so you can see it. And this one has the male stamp on the tag, whereas the retail does not. So I'm not sure if that'll match up with the authentic Azael, or if it's just the Alvah that did not include the male on the inside tag. And here's the outside tag. I want to hold it up next to the retail so that you can see them side by side. It's a little bit easier to compare them when they're right next to each other. So there's just a few things that are a little different, such as the bolding on some of the numbers under the barcode and the spacing for the sizing. And then looking at the Yeezy 700 V3, you can see it's a little more bold on the replica. Here's the replica box. Not a whole lot to say about this. Looks pretty good. And let's check out the glow in the dark feature on the replica version by GT. So here it glows really good when you're in a poorly lit room, and then it stays lit for quite a while, whereas the authentic pair has a hard time kind of lighting up, and it doesn't stay as bright for as long. And I don't know if that's because of the caging on the outside of the glow in the dark is black.